this is my spreadsheet about how long it takes for you to get to max civilian in TRC and how much money you can make. Anyways, let's get right into it. Alright, there are things we need to note before we get into it fully. Note that all of the time is on optimal circumstances starting from point A to point B and GTA driving. Alright, let's start from the very top. Lumber mission. The lumber mission actually doesn't work. So it's impossible to calculate how many hours it takes to get to max civ and how much money you'll get per hour. So very unfortunate. Equipment mission 1, it takes about 45 seconds, 25 XP, $300. It takes about 7 hours to get to max civ. Equipment mission 2 is 55 seconds, 25 XP, $800, and it's about 9 hours. Do take in mind it's from point A to point B, so you might need to double it, so it might take 18 hours instead of 9 hours to actually get to max civ. Pipe mission, it takes 8 seconds. It's still actually glitched. Gives you 25 XP and $500. This clip is, the old area where you used to deliver the pipes. Although it still works, you'll get 16 XP and the same amount of money. And this is where it got 8 seconds. This is where I got 8 seconds from. It's obviously the fastest route and most optimal thing to do. Meanwhile, the other one in this clip gives you 25 XP, and it's longer, obviously. The fuel mission isn't fully out yet, so I can't calculate the time, and I don't know the XP. Only thing I know is it gives you $400. And they also have a picture of the fuel tanker on their media page. Next up, the miscellaneous category. There's an honorable mention for that is the restaurant worker. You can only get $50, nothing else, no XP. First up in the miscellaneous category, the ATM chip. It takes 5 minutes or 300 seconds for you to get your 25 XP and $1,000. It takes 100 hours just to get max civ, so it is not in any way, shape, or form something you want to do. Meat is very hard to, like, calculate the time for, because the amount of animals, where you go, are there rabbits, are there bears, are there, deer? Deer and bears are obviously easier to kill, but you'll get 8 XP for each meat that you sell, and 170, money, so it's not really the best thing to do in the world. Paychecks. Every 10 minutes you'll get a paycheck, you'll get 5 XP, $300, and if you have the double paycheck pass, you'll get $600. And the paycheck is also calculated with the amount of XP and money you'll obtain. The starter mission is probably one of the worst ones. I would highly not recommend doing it. It takes you about 15 seconds. That's from walking to fishing. It takes you about 10 seconds per fish-ish. And it will take you about 5 seconds to the commute if you spawn at the pier. If not, you're screwed. If you accept the postal worker job, you'll get 30 XP and $150. It really depends on where you start for your time. If you start in Cedar Ridge, is probably the best area to start in. And it's an okay job. Not really the best, though. Okay, the cash delivery. It takes you about 45 seconds. It gives you 21 XP. You'll get 1 XP from picking it up from camping and more, and then 20 XP for delivering it, and you'll get $500. Honorable mention, the cash delivery. I know I already mentioned this one, but if you keep accepting the job and then resetting, you can make, I think it's $215. 2 of those caches will give you 200. The other 3 will give you $5, and both of them, all 5 of them, will give you 3 XP, so you'll get 15 XP. As you can see, it's pretty fast. Probably can double this if you have multiple people doing it. And it's honestly an okay strat. Next up is the fishing category. The first one on that one is tuna. Tuna takes about 10 seconds to catch, just like all fish, including trash. Gives you 5 XP and $2,500. Bass gives you 5 XP and $50. Cod gives you 5 XP and $100. Clownfish gives you $150, 5 XP. The can, which is the only trash item that you can actually fish up and sit in your inventory, gives you 2 XP and $2. And then the Kobai gives you 5 XP and $1,400. Also do note that you can catch driftwood, baskets, phones, and rubber duckies, which will not be put in your inventory and are just a waste of time. So, fishing is not the best because of those. Alright, Farmer. Honorable mention for Farmer is the hay bale delivery task. You'll get 3 XP and no money for some apparent reason. The next farmer worker job is egg collecting. You'll get 1 XP per egg and no money, so it kinda sucks. Alright, let's get back into the actual farmer jobs. The bale hauler gives you about 10 XP per bale you deliver and $130. It's really hard to calculate the time because of the amount of bales that are in the field. And the bale tractor, well, the money and XP, the money really depends on how many bales you deliver. Well, thanks, folks. I hope you guys found this helpful. And if anybody asked, I'm unemployed and don't have a girlfriend or a father. So, things are kind of lining up here, huh? One more thing before I leave. I apologize for the noise in the background. That's my birds. I was recording this in my room, and then I realized my phone was gonna die, so I had to go to my setup to charge my phone, and it's pretty early in the morning, so my birds are pretty happy.